Morning social media fans, you're on the YouTube channel Victoria Beale. If you're on LinkedIn, get in touch with her straight away. She's a global super connector and can, obviously for a fee, get you in front of the top decision makers from around the world, various businesses across the oceans, everywhere. Today we're going to be interviewing another amazing business, and let's see what they've got today. Julie Kalungi. Julie, how are you?
I am fantabulous. I'm blessed and highly favored. I feel good. I am blessed to be invited
Fantabulous.
by the amazing Jonathan McDonald on the Potency World. Wow.
Yeah. Hey, so we were just talking before the record about, the fact we haven't spoken much since the end of lockdowns. But in this short interview today, I'm interested in finding out why are you here? And that could be because you're from Uganda, and
Yeah.
obviously, or not obviously, there's a lot of violence and murder, basically.
In
Uh,
Africa,
yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, is the question, why am I here, an existential one like that, or a
It's both spiritual, existential, it could be anything you want it to be, Jonathan.
so? Why are you here, being
Mm,
interviewed by me today? What do you hope to share to the audience or with?
right. So thank you for having me. I am truly grateful to be given the opportunity to share because it's a question that a lot of people don't ask themselves or never get asked. Why am
Mm,
I here? Um, First of all, I believe I manifested here. I wanted to be here. Um, I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. I chose my parents, bless
mhm,
them in heaven. They are
mhm,
there, and I had a divine purpose to deliver. And so I'm here to deliver that purpose. My job is to remember who I am and
mhm.
what purpose that is, why I came to this planet. And why am I in the UK? Where I followed the love of my life. I couldn't let him get away.
It's
And
always about a boy, isn't
yeah,
it?
and without me seeing him, with our little baby, we had just got married. And I was like, okay, I'll come and follow you for a couple of months and then I'll go back to Uganda. And lo and behold, I didn't.
Wow.
So
How long ago was that?
2000. 2000.
Wow.
Yes. So
Yes. So,
that is the long and short of why am I here.
well,
Looking deeper into why I'm here as a human being,
yeah.
mm, the thing is like most of us earthbound beings have been conditioned to show up a certain way to suit
Yes.
societal stereotypes and needs.
Yes.
And as a Black woman, I don't know if I'm Black because I'm wearing a black coat, but hey, Black is a political definition which I choose to interpret creatively.
Mm.
My job is to unlearn those societal conditionings and
Mm.
create a space for the highest version of me to be, to do, and to have that which I came onto this planet Earth for, whether it's Britain, Uganda, Timbuktu, it doesn't matter where I am.
Mm.
Intention is to live my best purpose. And
That's
believe I'm living that purpose, advocating for migrant women in Merseyside, in the UK in general, so that they too can show up at
so.
the table where decisions about them are made.
So, looking at Black migrant women, so a woman like yourself, without the knowledge you've accrued, what
Mm.
challenges do they face mostly in Merseyside?
Wow, where do I start?
Anywhere.
Um, I've faced them myself as a Black woman.
Hmm.
And
What
I'm
what
talking
did you
specifically
face?
about, but it's not limited to Black migrant women, like migrant women in general. And for
Hmm.
some women, Black, for some reason, Black is considered all things dark and nasty,
Yeah.
and white as all things pure and lovely and beautiful. And surprise, surprise, some people of African descent are considered even blacker than Black. There's that blackness
Hmm.
that that is a challenge. And then Even among Black people, there's a challenge where there are some people who consider themselves better than others because they are UK born Black.
Mm.
So they don't face the same challenges as a first generation Black immigrant. So there's the challenge permeating society, especially in the mental health sector, where Black migrant women, especially first generation, have a whole intersection of challenges. Top of the list being immigration and racial profiling, wrapped up in various offerings, to mention but a few: language barriers, education and qualification barriers. I came as a lawyer in the UK. I'm not practicing. I've never practiced because literally no one wanted to know. It didn't matter. Employment then comes into play. And if you're not employed and you don't have a means of income, economic challenges show up for you, which all leads to economic disempowerment, living in marginalized postcodes, in the worst housing possible, with crime rates very high. So our children end up in the worst schools with very low hopes of succeeding. And yet, in spite of all those things, or despite of all those challenges, the vast majority of Black people and children are law-abiding people, doing their best, contributing to society, irrespective of what the media wants everybody to believe.
Yeah.
And so our children are resilient because we are resilient as Black women and as Black parents. Our children want to contribute and they want to do something good for themselves. They strive to learn, to survive, and overcome, to go to college. Along the way, fighting and facing the same levels of racism, but wrapped in a different way because they feel like they belong to these countries, talking of the UK, but then they are treated like they don't belong. There's racism, bigotry, misogyny for the girl child. Domestic abuse, period poverty, food poverty.
Period poverty. So we're talking about systemic and persistent racism.
Yes.
At every level of society.
Yeah, you can imagine all those layers.
Absolutely. And the thing is, I don't know if you watch Doctor Who, but this week's Doctor Who, we're 4th of June, so sometime in May, he saves this young girl, he and his partner.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, they're about to
refuse to be saved.
Yes, because he was Black.
Yeah, that was my interpretation.
Absolutely.
They chose to die and be extinct.
Exactly, Rob. Yeah. I mean, yeah. And I thought as I was watching it, I thought, no white person is going to understand what that's about. And I am adopted into a white family, and even I can see it. So, yeah, man. Yeah. So you, as well as being a social media guru, people can connect with you about that, but that is, yeah. So, but what I'm interested in, stop it. What I'm interested in are your women in digital inclusion and the challenges you face, because you've started a number of charities, or one charity?
One voluntary organization.
Okay.
Which, having talked about the challenges Black people face, we applied last year to turn it into a CIO, along with several other organizations that were supported by the same fair company, or the CIC supporting organizations to apply to Charity Commission to become charities. Lo and behold, all the other organizations have been approved. Some took 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, but they've been approved last year. We are still waiting to hear from Charity Commission. We've been given several things. Oh, we don't agree with your objective. Or you need to clarify this. Or your directors signed that resolution last year. We need to know that they're still on board. Or all kinds of, and they keep coming back asking for one thing instead of saying, "This is all we see in your application. Go and fix it and come back."
Yes.
So, and I keep thinking, it's everywhere. They can't help themselves.
They can't. Yeah, they can't. Yeah. And
So there are very many challenges. I've
right.
interacted with many doing amazing work on not even shoestring budgets, on fumes. I call it fumes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The work is underfunded, under-resourced, undervalued by the powers that be. The
Undervalued.
work organizations like Women and Digital Inclusion does needs to be resourced, connected, and amplified.
Mm-hmm.
It needs care because it's trauma-informed. And the trauma is caused by the powers that be.
Yeah.
And it's historically underfunded, and I'm talking about not just all third sector organizations, but specifically those that are Black led,
Yes.
minorities led. They are the usual English as the second language barriers.
Yeah,
In applications, I've spoken to organizations that are led by French speaking people who are amazing at French, but English is not their language, and they've been turned down again and again in the applications because they can't present their social impact in a way that gets the funders to see the good work they're doing. And so they end up always doing work for other large organizations that reach out to them and say, we're looking for your kind of demography, and but they don't pass on the funding. It's always they connect us to your community.
Yes. Yeah. So they're being used more.
They're being used, and they can't help it. They think maybe if we work with them, we'll then get that provenance and they'll fund us or something like that.
Well, I know that of every pound that gets invested in the UK, 7p goes to a woman, and a woman of colour, even less, possibly 2 to 3p in the pound.
Imagine that. Fumes. See, those are the fumes I'm talking about. It's not.
And it's systematic. It's been going on. The more things I read, the more I understand about the struggle. And you are a beacon of light for the people that come into contact with you. I know you work extremely hard at this. Is there any action that someone watching this video today can take to help you?
Spread the word about the work we do, or just spread the word about any third sector organization close to you, small grassroots voluntary organization, be it a charity, a CIC, a CIO, a community group doing great work. Amplify their work, amplify their voice by sharing what they do, letting people that because it's not who you know that matters, it's who knows about you that matters. So
I love that.
Did you
just come up with that? Did you? Did you just come up with that?
Yeah.
That's profound. That is very good. Cool. Okay. Well, look, Julie Kalungi, fantastic. Thank you for coming on the show. I've chosen the Robbie Williams live version. What song is it we're playing for you again?
Love My Life.
Love My Life. Okay. Well, listen.
You chose the right one.
Yeah. Well, I hope so, because it'll probably be the wrong song now. If YouTube allows it, then I'll upload it and I'll send you the link through at the end. Julie, fantastic. Thank you for being on. Say goodbye to the chaps and chapettes.
Thank you. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Are we done?
Sell your soul to me. I will never let go completely. One day our hands will be strong enough to hold me. I might not be there for all your battles, but you'll win them eventually. I pray that I'm giving you all that matters, so one day you'll say to me, I love my life. I am powerful, I am beautiful, I am free. I love my life. I am wonderful, I am magical, I am me. And finally, I'm where I want